Hey, what's going on, guys? Just want to say thank you for signing up for this challenge. I know it's probably not easy putting yourself out there, and I just want to say that even if you guys just try one meal, maybe a week, or one meal at all, that's succeeding. And we don't want to get down on ourselves if we cannot keep up with this over a long period of time. We just want to change kind of the thoughts, and we want to kind of get some information going on how to educate ourselves on how to eat right. Negative self-sabotage is going to be the leading cause of you guys failing in a long-term diet effect, okay? And what I mean by that is just telling yourself that, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it, or I don't have what it takes, or just all of that negative crap that gets inside our head, and I'm privy to as well. That is what is going to stop you from succeeding. Now take for a moment, most of you guys have kids, some of you guys have grandkids or nieces. I don't have any kids, but I have a niece, and I just think about her coming up to me at 5 or 6 years old and telling me that she wants to be an astronaut or she wants to be a doctor, and me sitting there looking at her saying, oh, well, you know how hard that's going to be. You're never going to do it. You don't have what it takes. There's no way that I would do that, and there's no way I know that you guys would do that as well to them. So why do it to ourselves? And so when you guys are thinking negative, think back to this moment right now and say, you know what, coach is right. I'm doing it, and no, I can do this. I will do this. Think about how you would talk to your loved ones, your little grandkids or kids, and do the same for yourself. Now that I've covered that, let's get started. So what are we doing here? Well, we're doing a diet called the Paleo Zone Diet. Paleo is for the type of food that we eat, so bananas, paleo. And the zone is the prescription, the portions. So 1 banana equals 1 block of carbs, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but that's how we're going to separate those. Paleo's for the type of foods, the zone is how much of that food do I eat. Now I want to move towards food as being a drug and just understanding the concept of what a drug is. You guys most think drugs or drug addicts, how their bodies get affected and how they have mood swings and how their mind becomes altered. Same thing with, doctors' drugs. They do the same thing for your body. It changes your hormones and your effects that it does to your body. Well, the food that we eat does the same thing, same exact thing. Whenever you guys eat something, it affects your hormones inside. And your body's an amazing thing. It does different things with that food. So always, you want to always think about food as being a drug. Now, the most important thing to remember about this diet is that whenever we eat, whenever we're hungry, oh, I'm hungry, I want to eat, and I just have a banana, that's not good enough. We always need 3 things. Always. Your body always needs 3 things for those 3 things to interact and produce the right hormones. Those 3 things are carbs, protein, and fat. Now, each one of those food groups has a portion amount, okay? And when you guys balance those together, it creates a balanced hormone effect, and your fat cells will become burned, and that's how people go from being real big to really little. All right, now onto the block, and I've already heard some of you guys saying, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do the block, or I don't know about this and that. There's that negative self-sabotage. You're already getting in your own head. Knock it off, all right? You can do this, it's not that hard. What a block is, okay, it's the 3 food groups. It's the protein, carbs, and fat. Now, for each one of those, the women are gonna be eating 2 block meals, the men are gonna be eating 4 block meals, right? What does that mean? Well, it's just simply you're gonna pick the women, since you're eating 2 blocks, you're gonna pick 2 things from the protein, 2 things from the carbs, and 2 things from the fat. On the other hand, the men are eating 4 blocks, so the men are gonna pick 4 things from the carbs, 4 things from the protein, and 4 things from the fat. It is that simple, okay? I'm gonna give you an exhaustive list of foods and where they lay, okay? So like the carbs, I'm gonna give you a list of every carb you can think of, and if it's not on there, let me know and I'll tell you, okay? So I'm gonna give you a list, and each one of those foods is gonna have a portion amount. That portion is equal to 1 block. So if you're a woman and you're eating 2 blocks, you pick 2 items from that list, 2 items from the carb list, 2 items from the fat list. Simple as that. If you're a man, 4 things from the carbs, 4 things from the protein, 4 things from the fat. Attached to this post is going to be an article in the comment section. That article explains this diet even further. It's a great read. It's not that long. It's how I really came to understand this. It was the first article I read that kind of made sense. And so I want you guys to take some time and read that. And then another post later today is going to be all of the food options for the protein and their portion sizes. Same thing for the carbs, same things for the fat. So you guys are gonna have a complete list of every food you can think of. And again, if your food's not on there, just let me know and I will tell you. The most important part about this whole challenge is that we do this as a group, as a community, and you guys just really try. You just try your best. I'm gonna be posting pictures into the group. You guys are welcome to post yours. Encourage members, just try. And again, like I said, if you just are doing 1 meal a day for the week, good for you, all right? If you're doing 2, that's great. If you're doing every meal, which I'm gonna try to do, even better. But again, you're not a quitter, you're not gonna lose this unless you completely shut down. And just don't do that, just try. Just try, and you guys will be fine. I really enjoy having everybody at the box. I hope that this is helpful, and I hope that you guys can succeed at this. And I look forward to seeing progress, and don't forget, pictures are on Monday.